bit of it a bit too late. Had they stayed down there, maybe they would have fended off against Petrichor, but that was not quite to be. And now 4AM is down to just 1 at 17, opting to pull up on Quantum Freaks.
They sure are, and they got grenades in hand. Salute, the hero from Series 1 will find the knock onto Lil Ghost. Xiaowu, Xiaobei, and Suju now arriving. Good grenade from Xiaobei will find Salute, and that's a big man down as they try to make the push in.
Has Heaven gone unnoticed? Now he gets the knock. I was going to say, he's the one isolated in a separate building. Maybe he can get something done. Able to find one. A lot of hip-fire shots coming through here, and Xiaobei will win the initial fight, but Bean drop shot finds one.
Oh no!
Finds the second almost, but now it's up to Heaven. Solo versus Solo. Sushu versus Heaven. They're both running for, but look at how many people are looking this way trying to steal coins.
Oh, Summer, yeah. I mean, look at that. You got Day Trade and Petrichor that both snaked a couple of points, and Heaven is able to get up there without Suju here. And now it's all down to Heaven. Can he get the res on Guman? I'm not sure where Guman is knocked.
I love the idea that he goes up initially to peek down, because he knows they're coming down this hillside. Yeah. Whenever they start getting flushes from the north side hill, you know they're close. So show some presence, try and bait them or force them off, at least for a bit. Issue is Chewy has committed to this? No, not yet. He's kind of running backwards now. But had he gone straight for the rest there, they would have all been in that building immediately.
Petrichor,
oh, they're pulling up now.
Yeah, they're crashing down on that. They know exactly what's going on. And Raining will spot out Ruin, who was trying to creepy walk and heal at the same time. So that is going to do it for Eternal Fire in this round. And Petrichor, they'd love to get these 2 points, but they want to get them clean. They want to make sure they keep all 4 alive. 3 kills already in the bag. Can they make it 5?
Salute is in trouble on the backside here, and they both will fall as a result of it. Nice pull up there by Petrichor, who are able to stay alive. All 4 of winners of Circuit 1 finals out here, getting off to a good start too.
And while all this was happening, Virtus Pro has been looking pretty good as well. That's a nice grenade from Thanadol, as they have been kind of positioning themselves to clean up everything that was coming out of apartments, but now they've had to take the full 4v4 versus Day Trade. They got the initial opening knock, and old Belmoth can't contribute right now because he knows Example's behind him.
This is what they need. This is what VP desperately needs. Example to go out and do some damage, or at least force Belmoth to look the other way. He's hitting some good shots, both of them down to low HP as Example tries to peek further forward, but now Norrens is turning around trying to help out his teammate, and it will work out for them. Hakatori 2 from down low, able to find EP on the flank, will get the flush on him as well. So now VP, surprise, surprise, is down to just Bloomy.
In his natural habitat. Well, the problem is he's got a couple of solos that are still coming out of apps. Those were the ones that VP were looking for as Day Trade made their way over.
The Padawans.
Yeah, you got 3 solos down there, and now Navi is starting to get a little bit more active as Diffix. That's not actually going to be Diffix that gets that knock. Tiggleton gets the knock and the flush on the Rex. Sonic's getting involved here on the northwestern side.
Big fight up here for a lot of control, because if you can finish this fight fast on the side of Sonics, there's a VP Falcons fight on the east you could set up a really, really good third party for. And I think third party is exactly what Petrichor is looking to do right now. They're coming up out of the compound that they took away from Freaks just before, instantly setting up a perimeter to the north.
I mean, Petrichor, we wondered if they were going to come in cold after having sat out for the last 2 days, but they're coming in just as hot as they left, as they have already 5 kills to their name, top of the leaderboard, and they're sending 3 to go clean up on this third party if they can manage to find the angles, as Falcons, they have their hands full with Weibo right now.
Exactly. They're playing 3 inside with Rello out on the ridge line towards the north. If he can find Sai, they're both the ones flanking, then it should be doable for them to just kind of play on the low side. Rello spots him, but can't connect anything. Now gets a second chance around, down to 14 HP, but forced to prone.
Oh, both of them just trading back and forth, but Snakers will find Spaceman. So that'll open up a little bit here. Now Petrichor Road, they start things up as Rello will lose the 1v1 to ZYY. And now it's you've got Falcons down to 3, and they are committing to the shelter. They have nothing else they can do.
And that's the issue. You need the guy outside to help set up a perimeter, to help kind of force teams away from your ridge line. As Sonics is now looking this direction too. Gen G didn't want to fight them. Sonics says, fair enough. We'll just keep flanking further towards the east. And now Falcons and Weibo, for that matter, find themselves very, very locked down.
Oh, Sonics and Pero are so scary right now. They have nothing around them. They have so much room to work with. On that northern side, Gen G, what's left of them are just kind of hiding out in a shack. They're actually 3 up, so you would think they wouldn't be too scared to be a little bit more active, but I think Sonics has them pinned, and now Navi, they're going to have to make moves here.
Yep, they definitely do. Not too many, though. I mean, technically,
Not
the
too
compound is still inside the circle, but you would want to make sure you have an escape route out of that building, up the hillside. And my best guess would be if fight happens on the southern side, you go there. But if Sonics go back to look towards Gen G in that watchtower, that's an amazing third-party opportunity for Na'Vi.
Observers thinking that Na'Vi might want to start wrapping to the north.
Yeah.
Take out Gen G. That is definitely one option. If they go up that hill, though, they might be lucky and catch Day Trade as split as they are. And then you also have the two solos.
Exactly.
You got Clories and Raining that could get involved at any moment, and that would be awful news for Day Trade.
If Clories...
Oh, Raining's looking right at Belmont.
I was just going to say, I mean, Clories had a good angle on Hagatori 2 up, did not shoot an orange finds because of it. It's Belmont now trying to get up the hillside, trying to regroup with his teammates. But he's called Rain, and Rain finds the first.
Ooh. Very close there, but good stuff from Flash as he is there to support his teammates. Should be able to get him back on his feet. Na'Vi, they've sent Fairest off to the north, but the other three are going down to the south to try to see if they can maybe capitalize off of that knock, catch Day Trade when they're not looking. Meanwhile, Petrichor Road still fully engaged on Falcons. So are Sonics.
And Day Trade knows this too, that they have to try and reset as fast as they can. As Fairest, Sables find Bobo, proned it out, got one placement point off of it for EMG. Not really the way they would have wanted it to, as Sonics continuing to apply pressure to Falcons. It's not fun being stuck in a bunker you can't get out of.
It sure is not, and they're going to try to use whatever smokes they have left. Ixlight will find Snakers. He's going to steal away the knock from Sonics as well. So that is another point picked up, but it looks like Petrichor Road, they have had their fill. And they're going to head back down south and just secure their spot in this next zone.
Makes sense, too, because they haven't heard Na'Vi and Day Trade continue that fight that we all thought was going to happen. So having Chewy being the anchorman on that south side, making sure that no one's trying to make a flank play on them, which it kind of looks like they're setting up to do right now. Great awareness on the side of Petrichor to not get too eager for the points on the north side, leaving their backs open.
Yeah, I mean, they had Chewy left behind as well, just to make sure that they had somebody with eyes to make sure that nobody was going to come up behind them. Gen G, they're perfectly content just hiding out in this sniper tower, waiting for this thing to play out a little bit more. 19 alive. So there's still a lot of players left on the field.
With how this circle is playing out right now, Sonics get to pick and choose whatever they want here. Do we go third-party east? Do we go force a fight on the west here? What do they want to do with the shots being fired right now? You'd have to imagine that Sonics are looking to flank further east on this one.
Yeah, interesting. Petrichor Road deciding to get in those vehicles and just do a little donut before Day Trade just opened up on them. Unfortunately for Day Trade, couldn't get any knocks there to open things up, and now Day Trade going to go ahead and pull back around and reposition. They've left Flash behind to make sure that Na'Vi doesn't backfill them. Yeah. So they know that they still have room to play with here.
Look at all the smokes being applied by Petrichor. They're playing this as it's the final fight of the game with all the util. They're expanding, trying to force Day Trade back. But again, they know everyone's playing rich right now, sitting out on the edge. If they can force them back, if they can force them to run away, they know there's another team waiting further down the line. If we can pin down Day Trade, deal with them fast enough, we can turn around in time for a potential push from Sonics. Smart awareness, smart aggression coming out of Petrichor here too.
It's a lot of patience being shown by these top-tier teams here in a very important game number one of these Circuit 2 finals. None of these teams really want to fully commit until they absolutely have to. As we see Sonics now starting to make their way over to Gen G. They're going to spot them out. The Gen G try to flex out of their tower now that the circle has left them. And they've got Adder that's still behind, but Tosi and Varpo, they're going to be spotted.
I mean, Sonics and Petrichor, the teams in blue, they're funneling these three teams right in towards one another. It's amazing to see, really. It's all about elbow room right now. You want to have time to reset should a fight come your way. Petrichor doing what they can on the south side, Sonics on the north. In the meantime, look at the space they make in between one another because of it. No one's able to really claim center here because they're doing such good aggression on the edges.
No, yeah, and Petrichor are now opting to leave Day Trade to their own devices, but I think the damage may have been done. They're forcing Day Trade to push now into Na'Vi, and Na'Vi is ready and waiting. They'll find the opening knock on Athanadol, and Sosed on the low side is going to find Flash as well.
Such a hot angle to come in from if you're Day Trade here, but they see Petrichor leave. They go, great, now we got to make a play. There's no time for us to go, if not now. Issue is, Na'Vi is here ready and waiting, and Sosed off to a great start. Already over 500 damage done this game.
It's all about area control right now. Don't extend past the area that you have cover, that you have control over. Don't let anybody come into your zone. So
Yeah.
you can see he knows exactly where they are, but he doesn't want to put himself at risk here. He's going to spot out Norins, but Norins will get the knock onto him. Norins will go down to the blue as Belmont taken down to 1 HP. Diffix has him dead to rights, and that grenade should do it.
It will.
And there it is.
There he goes.
Cook it a little bit more next time.
6 kill for Na'Vi, 600 damage is Diffix. Able to rag up a lot of points on a lot of people's fantasy teams too, so they'll be pleased with that. As now Gen G forced to try and make a move around the side here. Diffix though over the top, double headshot onto Summer. He was about to make the push up towards Sonics as well, so that's going to slow them down, but no it won't!
Chewy!
Chewy and Ming peek on over and instantly find 3 from Sonics.
Sonics get absolutely roasted right there. Tiggleton now the last player left alive for them. He's lying prone, waiting for the smokes to dissipate. See if he can maybe get something off of this. But Gen G, they see it. They smell the blood in the water. But Ming will find Adder, and Petrichor Road is owning the lobby as Tiggleton goes down.
The circle control that Petrichor gets off of that flank towards the north side. Ike's left and Summer. Sat circle, sending out Summer now the one to stay behind us. The remaining 3 starts aggressing further forward. Ming here with teams above him as well, trying to make the push on through. Gen G falls. Now Na'Vi is down to just a clean sweep from Petrichor as they hit 13 kills.
Like a force of nature, a wave of blue cresting over the top of this hill. Na'Vi will get the res back up to 3, and they should have room to pull back. They should have room to reset just a little bit, but you can see Petrichor, their eyes are bloodshot. They are pushing hard. They want this one.
They are feeling good, and look at the kills, the distribution on the team as well. Everyone out here delivering such a good awareness here in the end game as they now try and push on forward. But Na'Vi, they have the rucks for cover right now, and there's technically nothing forcing Petrichor to make this aggressive move, and I think that this is what the nice disengage here.
Oh,
the thing is,
good name.
Chewy is kind of caught on an island here with only a ruck for cover. They need to try and disengage because they're not inside the next circle yet.
No, they had to go. They were trying to go low while they had an opportunity, but the circle has arrived, as you said, and Ferris will have to leave his spot as well. So good work by Ferris on that low side for Na'Vi, forcing Petrichor Road to kind of slow their push here. But now, once again, these rocks, they're in the zone, but I mean, you've got 4 guys that know exactly where you are. How much utility do they have left, though?
They left Summer behind that initial 3-man push. As Ike said, oh, great angle, but his gun gets jammed in the tree. But now they know exactly where they are. Hakatori, though, the first one to open up, makes it a 3v3 fight.
And it's a really tough angle to push here as Na'Vi is just playing around that ridge line. As soon as they see anything, any head pop over the top, Chewy will hold it. He's going to find Diffix. Does he have another one in him, though?
They have all of them down here. They spot all of them now as well. Ferris, though, able to get one now. It's a 2v2. Couldn't commit to the rest fast enough. Ming, able to get the first. They have him locked down on the rock. It's just so set. Left 11. Hakatori, no make him. Able to get one, and now it's a 1v1. Summer committed to the rest. Obstacle fit, finds the kill, and that's going to be Petrichor Road out victorious. But what a valiant effort from Na'Vi in trying to turn that around.
If you were worried about either of these 2 teams being cold coming into today, well, worry no longer. They are just as hot as they were the day they left. Petrichor Road looking unstoppable, and Na'Vi looking like they were almost the ones that could do it.
In this